name is Renalyn Sanchez, and I want to be an environmental educator. I always thought about being a teacher and didn't know exactly what field I wanted to get into. But I always knew that I enjoyed being around people, helping others, and I always felt myself as an all-around people person. I didn't know exactly what to teach at first, but I decided on this after taking my, regular educational studies classes that I do enjoy being outdoors. So why not be outdoors and help others at the same time by becoming an environmental educator? I grew up, being around my brothers and my family and friends, going camping, going to the beach, going hiking, and I loved getting away, and especially living in the big city and seeing a lot of trash and everything everywhere around here. It was nice being out in crisp, clean air and loving everything that was nature around me. I also loved volunteering, helping doing beach cleanups. I also would donate money to local organizations to help clean the things that I wouldn't be able to, like out in the deep sea. And I enjoyed doing all of those things, and that's what led me closer to finding this career. Because why not help others understand a little bit more while doing it myself? I wanted to be an environmental educator because I want to help spread awareness to others about our environment and the other types of environments around us and all around the world. There are many different types of ways to help our planet anywhere you go, either if you're cleaning up after yourself or someone else, or not using certain products or recycling, things like that. I noticed that whenever I wanted to go on a hike and get away, like, it definitely put a smile on my face and it made me a better person. And when I would come back into the city, it kind of just stressed me out. So I enjoyed being outside and being outdoors, and I wanted others to feel the same way as I did. The only problem is now other people are doing the same and going out on hikes and going to the beach and getting away from, cars in the city and buildings and stuff, but they are also taking their trash with them, and they don't understand that, it's only going to make things worse. And I feel like being an environmental educator and slowly teaching others how to clean up and preserve and everything like that will hopefully fall into place, and we'll slowly notice, little areas locally moving into big areas of everybody pitching in together to help save our planet. Before I fully get into the career of being an environmental educator, I will finish my educational studies degree with ASU, and then eventually move on to see what other credentials I need to get into environmental sciences. Most likely take a lot of science classes like biology and geology, certain things like that. And I would love to take marine biology again, especially living in California near the ocean would be really good. And I personally would love to explore a lot more, not just, around the world, but even just locally in California, going to other areas that I haven't been to. I've never really explored the desert, and I would love to learn more about animals and plants out there, or going more into the different forests that I haven't been to. I want to hike higher and, maybe one day hike up Mount Whitney, which is one of the highest peaks, or I think is the highest peak in California. Even though that would be a huge struggle, but I feel like exploring a lot more and doing a lot more personally would be a great example to share with other people when I'm teaching them about it. Just like swimming in the oceans, or just visiting like something gorgeous like a hot spring, people would want to help clean up and preserve those places because they would want to experience it themselves. And showing that I've done it, hopefully they'll want to do it as well. I think that one of the biggest benefits of being an environmental educator is also the fact that you could teach anywhere outside of a regular classroom. You could teach any age because anybody is willing to learn about our environment and the outdoors, which is amazing. I could start off at maybe like an aquarium or a zoo, moving into museums, or leading like a giant conference, or even if I just want to stay in a classroom eventually, maybe when I'm at an older age and I can't do as much, I will end up just being in a classroom teaching maybe college students of some sort, which I think would be amazing. And I could do this in any city, any state, where it's needed, where people want to learn, which I feel would be awesome. I would love to do it more in a city setting because that's how I grew up. And I would want to teach those who don't know, like barely know anything about the outdoors and nature. I would want to teach those types of people because I feel like they would like to understand a lot more and need to understand a lot more about what can be done and what needs to be done to help our communities and branch out to larger communities. And I would want to still be in that area because it would also be closer to my family, regardless if, I could move back and forth and anything like that, but it would be nice. Definitely. Making anywhere from like 60 to 70 grand a year is more than enough, I feel, in this career path. And another thing that's great about it is that it doesn't matter what exactly season it is because you could learn things in different seasons, even though it would be easier to be outdoors during spring or summer times, but you could learn anything at any time of the year. In the next 3 years, I'm hoping that I will have finished my educational studies degree, and looking into what other local colleges offer environmental science degrees and how to come about fully being, an environmental educator, and what other science classes I need to take to do that and become closer to my goal. In the next 5 years, I'm hoping that I would get all of my credentials to maybe at least just be a general teacher, while I'm still working on towards, maybe at that time I've already completed my environmental science degree, and it's just looking for an actual job where it's needed. And at the same time, I could still be exploring just so I could have that under my belt when I'm teaching others about environmental education, so that within my 10 years, I will have a steady job, which is what I love doing, and being outdoors and hopefully teaching a group and going on a hike and everything like that, and having seen different parts of the world already and being on a little bit in every state and talk about different places that you could go and what to do and help, save our planet. And I think that would be awesome, just helping make a difference in someone's life, spreading it out into community, and then hopefully the entire world. And that's what I would love to do in the future as an environmental educator. Thank you.